if you don't make church a priority, you'll never go. If you don't make vacations a priority, you'll never take one. If you don't make anniversaries and birthdays a priority, you'll never recognize or acknowledge them. And pretty soon you'll realize that all you do is work. Understand what you can realistically achieve with your time each month. Plan to make the best use of the time available. Leave enough time for things you absolutely must do. And preserve contingency time to handle the unexpected, because the unexpected is going to come up. You know, you're going to get the football game that wasn't in your calendar that your kids just happened to remember. So you got to rush off to that. Or you got elderly parents that are in homes or have medical doctor's appointments that you need to be involved in. We obviously need to take care of those things. But for the most part, we don't want a lot of things occurring outside of the schedule. And that's why we put together a weekly schedule. Now, I get a text message every morning at 6:30 a.m. from my assistant with everything that I have in that day. And her job is to fill my day from 8 to 5 in 30-minute intervals. Okay, and I don't take lunch. I drink my lunch during a meeting. I should probably qualify that. It's a protein shake. It's a protein shake that she brings me at about 11:30 in the morning, and I'm just drinking while I'm in a meeting, okay? So I want to be that scheduled because that's how I'm gonna get the most things done in the shortest period of time. Now, unfortunately, this comic, hopefully it doesn't speak to all of you, but I know it'll touch some of you. She says, on Mondays, I get ready to plan my week. On Tuesdays, I plan my week. On Wednesdays, I revise my plan for the week. On Thursdays, I put my plan for the week into my computer. And on Fridays, I think about starting my plan for the next week. Now, if this person worked for me, they would not work for me very long, okay? We need to be more committed to getting stuff done. So plan your week on a big picture basis. Plan your week by marking off the times you are busy is vital to steps to keep you available, and use a weekly worksheet to mark off the hours you are busy and be realistic, okay? Now, this is what we refer to as our big rock calendaring. Now, if you look at my 2025 calendar and my 2026 calendar and my 2027 calendar, I already have things that are in those calendars, okay? Because there are just certain things that happen every single year. For example, church every Sunday morning. I do the He's the Solution sermon at 6:30 a.m. I play on the worship team at my church at 9 a.m. on 11 a.m. On Thursday evenings, I have worship practice for my church. On Wednesday night, I lead a small group at my church, okay? So a lot of church activities, but as long as they go in first, I can get to those things. Next, anniversary with my wife, birthdays with my wife and kids, family activities, and vacations. So any school functions, I have my son Preston and his twin sister Andrea are graduating this year. So we have graduation coming up in June of this year. We're taking them on a senior trip. We're going on a European tour for 3 weeks to introduce them to Europe and that whole thing. My son is going on a basketball training in Spain, so we're going to be over there with him in May. That's a 2-week trek. Okay, so these are big rocks. Then every July we do our church camp out at our property on the river. And then of course my wife and I's anniversary, August 17th, right? So when you think about it and you put all the big rocks in first, now you can start filling in everything else. But the big rocks first, because if you don't make church a priority, you'll never go. If you don't make vacations a priority, you'll never take one. If you don't make anniversaries and birthdays a priority, you'll never recognize or acknowledge them. And pretty soon you'll realize that all you do is work.